No Man's Sky. Na, 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 no. No Man's Sky. Na, 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 no. No Man's Sky. Lovely. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And before we move on to the next part of the show, I'd just like to say, man, sitting here on this couch with you is literally where it all began. We did the test run of the No Man's Sky podcast we currently co-host, called Podmansky, right on these couches, stuff that never actually got on air. And it's just such a great full circle coming right back here, having you on the couch and getting to talk to you. Man, you're like one of my best friends ever in the world, man. Thank you so much for being so cool.
Right back at you, man. That's why I wanted to sit here. This is where it all started. You kept pushing me to start a YouTube, and starting's the hardest thing, dude. So that persistence, that's what made me do it, man. And then when I made a YouTube, you made a YouTube, and the rest is history, you know?
Absolutely, man. Phenomenal, right? This is crazy. So for the next part of the show, man, I like to play this little game called You Pick a Topic. No, pick a topic. Any topic, random. It could be a question. It could be a statement. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with No Man's Sky. Just go ahead and pick a topic.
Oh my gosh, there's a few. There's a few I can think of. I saw Professor Cynical latest video was like Light No Fire this year. And my first thought to that was no, let it cook, let it cook. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out this year, and like, I don't want a repeat of No Man's Sky, right? When Light No Fire comes out, it's gonna be banging. It's gonna work. Everything they're testing on No Man's Sky, it is like a prelude to Light No Fire. So like, I'll have more faith with Light No Fire if No Man's Sky works. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah, I get you 100%, man.
Right?
I'm really excited. I know that GTA is coming out November 9th. I'm hoping for like a Christmas release for Light No Fire, but that's high hopes. You know what I'm saying? That's high hopes. Maybe like early spring next year. We don't know, but we've been talking about this literally since the beginning of the show. Like even on the earlier
Mm.
episodes, man, Light No Fire there's a big hype for it, and I'm really excited. And you may not be as excited as I am for it, but as you've mentioned
Okay.
before, like, what'd you say
Well,
before?
right, it's space that I love. I want space. I want spaceships. But like, I'll be real with you. Like, I want No Man's Sky too, right? So if Light No Fire comes out and it's an absolute hit and it goes on for like the next 10 years or whatnot, and then No Man's Sky 2 comes out, like I'm still gonna be gaming then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So if No Man's Sky could have planets like Light No Fire, that would be incredible. But that's my dream, really.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm just looking forward to getting back to the MMORPG fantasy style. I played so many in the past, and I put that style of gaming to the side. Like even ESO, like Elder Scroll Online, I haven't played that, and I'm still got the ESO Plus, but I haven't played it in a couple of years. It's so wild. I need to cancel that subscription. But yeah. So what I'm saying is, I'm looking forward to because I went all the way back to like the UO Ultima Online. I did like the EverQuest. I did the Final Fantasy, MMORPG. I played them all, and I've been playing this actually for like a while now, but in its space. And I've always like when I was playing those, and there's so many of them, so many MMORPG fantasies, like it's just overloaded. I was like hoping for something in space, and then No Man's Sky came along and really opened up that whole, MMORPG thing open. It wasn't even meant to be multiplayer at first, but it ended up being that now, No Man's Sky, which is just fabulous to me.
It's just for me, there's not enough combat with No Man's Sky. The thing I love about MMOs is kind of the grind. I know that sounds silly. It's just when you see someone who's max level, it's like, yeah, they've earned it. It creates a feeling of being a small fish in a big pond when you're a level one or whatever. And No Man's Sky doesn't really have like a level up or a grind or I want something. I want a reason to be shooting down the swarm out of the sky or or sentinels, or at the very least, more things within that milestone menu. You know how they've added like the Xeno Arena one, but to just add more things in there for like combat, like a combat one for how many biological horrors you've killed, how many things you've killed in derelict freighters, how many swarm you killed, like a thing in your milestone all about combat. Like I thought the oh what's it called, the Starship Troopers one, I thought Liquidator's Expedition was going to add like a whole new thing in the milestones, to show you like how many things you've killed, but it didn't, you know. But that fills some of that kind of void. Like, you know, the outlaw milestones. I love seeing how much money I've made through smuggling, and, you know, seeing how many bounties I've done, how many freighters I've destroyed. That's something. I know it's not like a level up or stats or whatnot, but I love going here and checking my stats.
Yeah, same here. I love just like the whole thing about having to collect something of everything. Like they got the fossil one, they got the fish one, they all kinds of different things that you got to like, in that section that you got to collect them all, which is pretty cool. It
Yeah.
just gives it gameplay, But like Light No Fire though, like man, I don't know. I keep on going back because I'm really excited. I, you know what I mean? Like I'm excited for
Yeah.
how the different classes and then get up with a team of four, like old school. I'm hoping that that's what they're gonna do, where you have like a tank, and then a wizard and a healer, and then like a DPS dude. You know what I mean? And you go in
Yeah.
and you kind of like group up, on a single planet, and you have to unlock the map. And it's always like everybody's saying you're gonna have to just walk, or fly, maybe go on your ship and just do like real time. But honestly, I feel like they're gonna have some type of teleportation because back in the day you have a rune stone or something and you find a spot and you put it down and then you could teleport to that spot. Like are there some type of magic spell that could teleport you somewhere, or something? There's got to be some time, some way where you could do some type of fast travel in Light No Fire. I hope anyway, because just traveling for 6 days to get to a buddy is gonna be kind of odd, right?
That, I hadn't even considered it. When you first said teleport, I was thinking in my head, nah, nah, nah. But when you said rune and magic, I was like, wait a minute, yeah, of course, wizards are warping all over the place. So I was like, so it'd have to exist, or at least if, like, No Man's Sky, when we join each other, we're just in the same space. Maybe if you join a friend in Light No Fire, it's the same. It just connects you.
Some type of way to at least set a point. Or maybe even like cities will have some type of magic, window or something you go through, and get to the other place. Like I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's all speculation, of course. No one knows. I mean, we're just hoping for maybe at least a new trailer. Come on, it's the 10th anniversary. If not releasing a game this year, at least release a new trailer of some kind. Give us something. You know what I mean?
That I can get behind. That I absolutely can get behind. Having the game released this year without a trailer, I can't get behind. I want it to cook as long as it needs to be just right.
And of course, we all know that No Man's Sky is the test ground for Light No Fire. Like even every expedition we go through, I think it's kind of like a little quick test to see what they can push in Light No Fire.
And we always see in multiplayer seem to like either work smoother every update. We seem to be having our people, all our friends connect easier after every update. So like Light No Fire is gonna have to work. People are gonna be need to be connected. But like on No Man's Sky, I just feel like it's really hard to get like 30 people in one lobby, unless like the Corvettes and Coffee Crew, you're on an abandoned planet that's airless and there's hardly any detail. But like no fire, like hopefully it's just on like PC and PS5, right? There's no like it's not on Switch, it's not on PS4, because at least then like the part limits in like No Man's Sky, for example, they're set the way they are because it tries to keep the PlayStation 4 in mind, it's trying to keep the Switch in mind. Whereas I would love it if like an overclocked PC, for example, could build a base with 5,000 parts or whatever, you know?
Yeah, yeah. People have been actually talking to me all the time about hoping, on some of these little talks we have. at least increasing the part limit and definitely increase the system limit. I mean, come on, 20,000 per system. That's rough.
I couldn't believe it when I learned that, like 22,000 parts per the entire system. When you think about how many cool stuff you could build on like each planet, it's not enough. And if
Six.
Light No Fire is all on one planet, then just imagine the jank. It can't be janky. It can't have people saying, "Oh, it doesn't work" when it comes out.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have like I don't know how many pieces uploaded. Like everything has to be seen all the time by everybody. You know what I mean? Like that is gonna be, yeah, that's gonna. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Well, we'll see. A lot of people are talking about like proximity servers where they get like the old school games where you literally, as you're traveling, it's seamless. Like you don't realize you're going to a different zone, but you actually are moving into a different server. I don't know. Or you have to join, like you have a selection of servers for your zone and you have to get on the same server as your buddy, like old school MMORPGs used to do that, and you have to be in the same realm or whatever, but we'll see. I just don't know.
I just hope it works. Just what it does, what it says on the tin. One planet, the size of Earth, everyone's on it. Let's go. Like, it has to work.
Dude, I love the topic you picked, Light No Fire, because there is hype about it. I mean, it's been a long time and it's coming closer and closer every day. I know it's going to eventually be out. We all know that. We just don't know when.
This is how we support them, bro. We get everyone to buy Light No Fire. We're content creators now. Dude, when I go to sleep and I think about that, like we're content creators. We talked about it, dreamt about it. It was just a fleeting dream, but here we are.
I
And,
know.
and it's like all of these people that are our peers now. Like the minute you start on YouTube, every YouTuber is your peer. I didn't think of that at first, but when I was getting like comments from other YouTubers, it was just like, this is so
Yeah, it's so
cool.
exciting,
And
man.
so that's what we can do. Get everyone, drum up buzz for Light No Fire, get everyone to see the vision and get everyone to buy it. Because Hello Games don't charge us enough, in my opinion.
I hear you. I just recently bought on my laptop. I bought from all three accounts. Like I have three separate accounts, and it was on sale. It's on sale right now, actually, 60% off on all platforms. And there's speculation there might be an update soon because that's just the way. But I went ahead and I bought three copies of it for three of my on Steam. So now that I could possibly access a save editor, and I bought each one for like 23 bucks. So it ended up being like the cost of one game. And that's the way
I
I
miss
level
Final
my
Fantasy
characters.
11. I do. I play 14 quite a lot now, but that whole leveling up in the world, I hope Light No Fire is like that. If Light No Fire could even be a fraction like that, just finding places in the world to party and kill things and dungeons, gosh, that would be incredible.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm looking forward to it. And even if they go as far as like the what was it, World of Warcraft, where they had to get like 30 people together, and then of course the old
Yeah.
school like Leroy Jenkins, like like you
Yeah.
have like, and you're all like 30 people, and you're all trying to beat a really massive boss somewhere. I hope that happens too,
Yeah.
bro. And we already have a community.
Rain.
There's already a Discord group, Light No Fire, already run by Wizard, a guy named Wizard, and it's already ready for us to play together. You know what I mean? So we already have an in, what I mean? We already have a group ready to jump on that game. It's gonna be amazing.
It really is. It really is. But for me, like I say, let it cook. I'm in no rush. But I know some people are because of the hype and stuff. But I'm just telling you, let it cook, please.
Yes, man. I may have inspired you to start, but you're inspired me. When I saw your channel and what you're doing now, man, I mean, it's just phenomenal. Just like 8, 9 months, 10 months in, whatever. It's just like phenomenal stuff, man. I love your content.
I want to be the guy that captures all the events, right? As many events or as many communities, and just give that kind of TV. Not all of it's going to be like a Bake Off. Like Cribs has its own vibe and stuff, but like yeah, I just want to capture what everyone's doing and be that guy, because everyone's got a niche. I've always found like Professor Cynical, we wouldn't know half the stuff we know if not for Professor Cynical or the news and all of that stuff. And I want to be careful not to step on like anyone's toes in the whole content creator on like YouTube. And so I think like I've got enough Norman goofiness which I want to do. There's all the footage of everyone's events that I want to do. And I suppose you just look at my channel right now. That's the stuff I want to do, man.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, your editing skills has just skyrocketed. I mean, you have so much. I laugh so hard sometimes to you. I love your intro. Like even during the podcast, you could hear it. It's like psychological warfare. You know what I mean? It's like Norman Sky. Like you're like Norman Sky. I mean, it's just brilliant stuff, man. I love your channel, man. I really do.
That
Uh,
feels good too, doesn't it? The podcast. Like, there's been so many times where we've connected two very similar like minds. And I think the most recent of that happening was like Super Bear Mike and Father Crow. Like those two people write. They write so much. And like what a writer needs is someone who reads their stuff and gives feedback and stuff. So putting those two together, I felt so cool. And we've done that many times.
So I'm just randomly scrolling through my text, and boom, here is the quote of the day to end this episode. Our greatest human adventure is the evolution of consciousness. We are in this life to enlarge the soul, liberate the spirit, and light up the brain. Written by Tom Robbins. So I'm going to leave you with those thoughts. Thank you so much for joining us for the show. And we'll see you
Yeah.
next time on Talko Yousdays. All right, say
See
bye,
you
bro.
next time.
Bye.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Hey yo, hey, so what's that you say? Hey yo, yo, it's Taco Tuesday. Hey yo, yo, it's Taco Tuesday. Hey yo, yo, it's talking about Tuesday with Podmansky. Hey yo, hey, so what's that you say? Hey yo, yo, it's Taco Tuesday.
No man's sky. Na, 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 no. No man's sky. Na, 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 no. No man's sky.